Money and power, celebrated and unafraid. Yahoo CEO Marissa is the epitome of that. Meyer is trying to put Yahoo on the road to recovery. Doesn't mind ruffling a few feathers along the way. She has pushed out old executives, banished telecommuting, and doubled paternity leave. And she's gotten $36.6 million so far to do it. But despite the high pay and the surging stock price, by the way, the bottom line numbers aren't there yet for Yahoo. Here to help grade her tenure so far are Hadley Heath from the Independent Women's Forum, Spencer Ante from the Wall Street Journal, and Democratic strategist and Fox News contributor Julie Rodzinski. Thanks to all of you for joining us. I want to get your thoughts out of the gate. Hadley, let me start with you, because she does seem just unafraid.
Right. This reminds me of a Margaret Thatcher quote where
Totally.
she said, being powerful is like being a lady. And nobody, it's this idea that you don't have to tell people when you're powerful. Obviously, Marissa Mayer is very powerful. She's making good decisions for Yahoo. I support what she's doing. And look, whether you agree with her decisions or not, she's the person in charge, so she's going to be held accountable for Yahoo's success, or if it goes another way, their failure.
Julie, she's under a microscope without question. I mean, there have been articles back and forth. I haven't seen The Office, so I don't know if there's a nursery there, but right on the heels of saying that she's not going to let people telecommute, she has something near her own office for her own child. I don't know. Is she playing with fire?
Well, I'm all for not telecommuting. I tried it when I had a baby, and it worked for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, she told people to show the hell up at work, and that seems to sort of make sense on a certain level.
It makes perfect sense to me, because I'll tell you, once you have a conference call with a baby crying in your ear, you got to get to work. But I think if I were working at Yahoo or you, we wouldn't be able to build a nursery next door, right? We'd be able to not be able to bring our kids. I think what she should do is build a daycare, a subsidized maybe daycare at Yahoo, and allow people to bring their kids and drop them off there if that doesn't already exist. That's probably a little, and drop her own daughter off as well.
Yeah.
That's probably a little bit more fair. But listen, good for her for going in there and cleaning up and sort of dropping the hammer. I'm all for it. If she were a guy, by the way, nobody would be making a big deal out of that.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. If she were a guy and this guy put a nursery next to his office, I think people would be making a huge deal
Not
out
the
of
nursery.
it.
No. The part about her dropping the hammer and telecommuting.
Spencer, the bottom line is the financial bottom line for shareholders, because she was brought in to turn around a company that was really having a lot of challenges. The stock price is up 56% since she came on board in 2012. I don't know if the bottom line has improved that much.
Well, yeah, we have to just keep in mind that Yahoo was a complete basket case when she came in and was named CEO in July of 2012. The previous CEO didn't even last a month because he made up stuff on his resume. So Yahoo needed some stability. There was a sinking ship. She's come in. She's gotten off to a strong start. She's steadied the ship. You got to give her a lot of credit for that. But Yahoo's been in decline for a long time, many, many years. And so this turnaround is not going to happen in a few quarters. No, it's going to take multiple years to turn this company around. And management actually acknowledges that. So, yeah, the numbers aren't there yet, but she's putting in place a foundation, I think.
I mean, that's my next question to Spencer. Is she sowing the seeds of really turning this company around? Because in the long run, that is going to be the only thing that really matters.
Yes, I do think she has done a number of things to create a stronger foundation for Yahoo. For example, Yahoo was down to the D list, okay? Nobody wanted to work for Yahoo.
Right.
People have been leaving them for years. The brain drain has been, incredible. So Yahoo is actually seen as a place that, they're getting more resumes, their attrition rate is going down, they made some big key hires. They hired a top sales executive from Google. So she's putting in place the talent base. She's made some acquisitions. Now she's got to build great products, which they're starting to do. And they've got to get revenue growth.
And we'll see if that comes to fruition. Hadley and Julie, let me ask you, because we talk about power and money and the intersection of both a lot on this show, and usually one corrupting the other. She is really embracing and celebrating both. I mean, she's under 40. She's beautiful. She's brilliant. I mean, I've interviewed her. She's fantastic. The stock price has risen. But at the same time, she does really go out there and ruffle feathers. She seems like she's not afraid of doing it. Is this strategy of embracing her power and raking in the dough working for her?
I like it. I like her style. I like that she's sassy and she does what she wants. That's the style of a CEO. Someone has to take charge, and I'm glad that she's showing that kind of leadership and confidence in her own decisions. You know, these workplace decisions that she's making about telecommuting or extended maternity leave, she's not doing one or the other because she's trying to people please or trying to be fair to her workers or give gifts to her workers. She's doing it because of strategic business reasons. She wants to attract those more and more resumes. She wants to attract that talent pool that Spencer was talking about. And one way she can do that, attracting and retaining especially talented female workers like herself, is by offering extended maternity leave and finding a balance that works.
But a lot of times when you have someone like this, there is inevitably a backlash over time. I mean, people are waiting for her to fail or to stumble, and they're going to really highlight it. Julie, is she setting herself up for that?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, if she's doing everything that you say is right to right the ship at Yahoo, I don't think so. At the end of the day, she's going to have to deliver to her shareholders and to the people that care about Yahoo and Yahoo's bottom line. If she's going out there and essentially doing what she has to do, the backlash will come from people who may be jealous. The backlash may come from people who think this woman is young and she's beautiful and she's brilliant and all the things you just said. But good for her. I mean, good for her for going out there and owning it and just being great at what she's doing. And I hope Yahoo does well under her. I think it'll be a tremendous asset for other women to have an example of somebody who can turn around a sinking ship.
Yeah,
hopefully she will.
It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because, as we said, it's a tough business. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, this is what